Now we have one of the more familiar faces that Ignite Mexico brings. He's also a member of Quelab, and if you've seen him anywhere, you've probably seen him building something. Observations on Hacking, 16 Years of Being Inside Outsider by Adric.
All right, well, good evening. My name is Adric, and I am a hacker. I've been dealing with the community for about 16 years, although this story starts a little bit earlier than that. It all pretty much starts off when I was about 8. I was a normal rough and tumble sports playing kid, and I developed bad juvenile rheumatoid arthritis. And that kind of it developed very quickly, and kind of changed the game I was playing. So pretty much, it was pretty awesome. It was about the same time we got a computer system. I eventually got a modem, and I found BBSs. This was amazing, because the school I was in had about 5 computer-savvy people. 3 of them were teachers. And I didn't have many people to talk to about that type of thing until I found the online communities. They were a godsend. It was pretty awesome. I was a tinkerer to start with, and then I found the BBSs, which turned me on to 2600. 2600 is all about hacking. It's a magazine. Started off in 1986, and it really taught me a few fundamental feats. One, that when you are a hacker, you're curious about things. You want to find out new things. So a little later on, I was having my hip replaced. I was lying in the hospital, and I thought, I wonder if Albuquerque has any other hackers. And so, once I got up and moving, I put out an ad, and we started having local meetings. Every month, the first Friday of the month, people would show up at the Winrock Mall, where it was nice and open and nobody felt trapped. And we would talk about things. And it was all about learning, trading information, things like that. It had pretty simple rules, things like, don't commit any crimes while you're there. Be open, be inviting, things like that. So it was really neat, and it was very neat because the magazine mirrored a lot of that. Because each month you would have a different table of contents about what was going on, and it was like at that point most people didn't even have most computers. So it was not about hacking the internet. It was about how to work with what you had around you: payphones, telephones, your school network. If you happen to be one of those big bushy geeks, how to get more time on the timeshare mainframe, things like that. But so that was just the tip of the iceberg. They started having conventions. There are now probably 24 different hacker conventions that happen around the world. So they get together, they build a community. It forms a tribe, basically, of people that have similar interests. And 2600 wasn't alone in itself either. It had a pretty big following, but also a lot of other people had ideas that wanted to publish them themselves. So they got copied a lot, both the articles and the concepts. And so, well, basically, I didn't think of myself as a hacker. I tinkered with things, I played with things, but I didn't write code, I didn't break into banks. I wasn't a hacker. But meeting with all these other people really taught me that the curiosity is the key. You can, anybody who's really interested in something will learn the ins and outs of every bit of it. So 2600 has been going now since 1996. We've had to move locations multiple times. We started off at Winrock. We moved into UNM. That was pretty awesome. Dragged in a new talent base, new people, new minds, things like that. It did suck because of the parking and the fact that it was closed like on holidays and breaks. So, but they were pretty accepting. They allowed us, they looked the other way where we made light up graffiti, played with robotics, dragged around a little Mars rover through the halls there. But as all things change, eventually, Albuquerque opened up a hackerspace, Quelab. I'm part of Quelab, and it was like left hand meeting the right hand. All of a sudden, we had a space to meet, hackers could meet in a hackerspace. It was a great combo. Well, you'd think so. The attendance still dwindles though. And it kind of leads me to think, and one of the reasons I had this talk was, 2600 is a 20-year-old magazine. Is it no longer relevant? And because we now have blogs and other sources all around. And we have hackerspaces. I mean, the nice part is now, instead of once a month meeting up and trading ideas, I meet up every week and trade ideas with people. And that is an evolution in itself. Thank you.